Right, well, we have made a big journey today from Discovery Bay to Cathay, where I did some work, and then we went to
Tuan
Mun to get my Hong Kong ID, and then we caught the bus to near Central. What was the name of the place where we got on?
Oh,
Somewhere.
I don't know. Sin Sha Shao Hu Fang Dang.
And then we caught the Island Line to Shore Kai Wan, and now we've caught the bus from Shore Kai Wan to here, which is something like Toi To or something. And we're about to start stage 4 of our Coastal Trail Challenge that goes to Stanley, and Stanley is just, we might be able to see it from the corner there, but we're just starting the descent down to the water, and then it's looking like a fairly easy walk. It is described as a gentle walk, although it does say it takes 5.5 hours to do for 13 k's, which seems a little unusual for a gentle walk. Anyway, spectacular scenery. Again, that's Stanley just across the inlet, and we go down the bottom here and we turn right and we go way up the inlet, and then we finish over there in Stanley in about apparently 5.5 hours, but well, let's see, maybe we will finish in 3.
Well, I don't know. We've brought a cup of tea and we've got some buns. So let's see how we go. It's a beautiful day. It's going to be 22 degrees today. Beautiful scenery.
Well, that's where we're going. You can see the reservoir wall all the way up
there.
Yeah.
And on the other side of those mountains is Central. These steps are much easier than the Dragon's Back stairs as we go down.
Our steps here, so we've got to go down into that little inlet, little beach area, and then we come back up to here in about double the distance, so it's a gentler climb, but we go down to come back up, and then we're just following the contour pretty much all the way around to Stanley over there.
Still pretty steep, and it still is really steep going down. Down at sea level. It's very pretty. And we came down, so now we have to go up. Tai Tam Road on the Hong Kong Trail. So we finished the climb.
Yep. There's another little climb in front of these apartments from there's the reservoir wall. You can just see vehicles crossing it, not the one up in the background, more in the foreground. So we go down to the water there and go in front of the reservoir, and then we come back around in front of these apartments here, low rise, and there's a slight climb up there.
So even though it said it was a gentle climb and we're halfway back up, it was a gentle climb.
Yeah, and from here we just follow the contour.
I'm still puffing.
Literally, that's it.
We're just following the edge line along on this concrete pathway that is following the drainage ditch, which I guess is there for the monsoon rains, and it's a really easy walk with pretty views looking out across. We're fortunate it's a really clear day. You can see the observatories in the distance, and views of the mountains and the bay as we walk along. A bit further along the path, and looking back, oh, there's a little temple down there. When we're further round I'll look across to it, but we started sort of back over there. We've come all the way around to here. Lovely walk. Little bridges. I guess it's too steep on the left there. Crossing the culvert and back in the other side. And we're further around. The colour of the water is beautiful. It's so quiet as we walk along. You can hear the waves gently lap against the rocks and the birds.
Looks like an old star ferry. Have you said that before?
No.
Looks like an old star ferry over there that somebody's done up as their, well, I'm presuming their place that they're living in. And there's this monstrous boat down here. And a couple others. There are a lot of moorings here, but not many boats on them.
This part of the path is really shady, and the drain beside is much deeper and bigger and wider. Walking across a little viaduct bridge.
So here's the road just up here.
Huh.
There's that intersection. You can just see, I think there's people up there.
I can see a playground, like from somebody's apartments. Looks like to me.
No, there's a truck going past.
Oh, right. So it's not a playground.
That's where we came up from Shokai 1.
Ah, and then we turned
left
and followed this all around.
Yeah.
And then up there is the road to Stanley. And I don't know if you can tell, but looks like a lot of water comes through here. Hi.
Hi.
So this is the dam wall. We've walked all the way around to here. Now we're going to find a nice little place to sit and have our belated lunch and thermos of tea. We've walked how far, Jeff?
Just over 8 k's so far, so we are about 2/3 of the way through our walk here. So we've gone right up the end there, come right along the other side there. You can see the road going down the peninsula there, and we're about, in fact you can see the line of the path as well.
Yeah, the road's up there and the path is down there.
Yeah, so we've walked all the way along there.
And now we're stopping and we're having our cup of tea in our thermos and our little bakery items. So fun! Our photo previously was from the other side of that reservoir, way down there. So we've walked up a big hill. We've used the toilets here, which for the women are squat toilets. Very interesting. And now we're going to head up this hill. So this walk has basically followed these monsoon drains that have got bigger and bigger and bigger.
Now they're getting smaller.
And now, yeah, I didn't capture them when they were at their biggest, but now they're getting smaller. And this is looking the other way from the drain. This is the drain, and this is the view. Amazing. Look at these apartments just sitting on the cliff. Wonder if they have some very expensive cars in them. So Jeff's just looked on a rental app that we're using a lot to try and work out where we might live and how much it will cost, and we don't think we'll live here. The rent here is 150,000 Hong Kong dollars per month, which is 30,000 Australian per month. So, not for us. It's 4:15 in the afternoon, and maybe we've walked 10 kilometres and we've maybe got another 3 to go. But look at the root system on this tree growing down. This is the culvert that we've been walking along the whole time. I think we're coming into Stanley, and Jeff is amazed at this pool that looks like a lap pool just here. I think we're coming into Stanley, and Jeff is amazed at this pool that looks like a lap pool just here. Yeah.
It's all very northern Queensland, isn't it?
All of the major root systems. Walking in the shadows as it comes to the end of the day. But just to give you a sense of what this walk's been like, it's been really enjoyable. Relatively easy, really easy compared to the Dragon's Back, because it's basically been flat with a few steep steps to ascend and descend. But it would be fascinating to do this walk when the monsoon season is, and to see these raging with water. So these are those same properties. Jeff's looked up on Spacious. They're 260,000 Hong Kong dollars a month, which is 50,000 Australian dollars a month, but 18 of them are vacant. I think the COVID and all of the many of the corporate entities vacating Hong Kong has left the real estate market decimated.
The high side of it anyway. Depending on the wave, now the water washes out, and then there must be a wave that breaks quickly so it doesn't fill up in between the cracks, and then the water, bubbles out.
It's very relaxing.
See how the water's come up a lot, so you get a bigger wave, it's down again.
I wonder if they're dragon boat races. Anyway, we're making our way around. So we have made it. We've walked 14.5 kilometres or so, and we're at Stanley. We've just ordered a drink and we're watching the sunset. Our drink is on its way. And we've just been in the markets and bought some little trinkets for the kids. And it's been a great day. So glad we're doing this. Hydrangeas, they're beautiful. I was just saying to Jeff that here we are in Stanley and it feels more like we're in Europe than we are in Asia. It's been just lovely. Stopping and having a drink and watching the sunset. Looking at all the flowers and the lights and the trees. So pretty. Magnificent. The pavilion at Stanley. Stanley has been just lovely. Oh yes, and the moon. I see the moon and the moon sees me. God bless the moon and God bless me.